Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Sunday. It is the 19th of January, 2025. Going to look the sixth race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the sixth race from Aqueduct, which is a star optional claimer purse, $40,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards, never start for a claim price. 10,000 or less, or an optional claim price 15,000 here. Field of 9 horses entered, including part of an entry going the marathon trip of ground, 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the Aqueduct main track. Top selection here. We're gonna go take the 1A high tide. We're gonna go 1A 382 in the superfecta. 1A 382 super. Top selection 1A high tide. This Rudy Rodriguez trained 8-year-old Golden by Malibu Moon. Manny Franco gets to mount. They ran the horse 14th of November locally here at Aqueduct. The mile in a started allowance race for 16,000. And he finished fifth by 8 1/4 lengths that day. And he didn't get out of the gate so clearly. He was a little bit wide and he just wasn't getting into it. I thought he just faced some tough horses on the day. I think refreshing here back to a marathon trip, coming to dirt with a marathon trip for the first time. I think he could find trip to the winner's circle first here today. He ran two back and claiming 10 at Aqueduct, 1 mile 13th of October, way down the class ladder, and he showed some good, performance there. He finished second by length. He sat back early. He just missed late, but he ran his heart out that day. And then mid-September at the Meadowlands on the lawn, a mile and claiming 12:50. He finished fifth by 11 1/4 lengths. He just never got into it from a wide trip. And then claiming 22 at Monmouth over the mile 16th, finished third by 4 1/4 lengths. He didn't have the best trips early on, which really cost him. His run over the longer trips, actually his most recent race over a longer trip came a mile and a half at Keelan back in April on a very tough allowance race where he finished eighth by 27 1/4 lengths, where he just saw some decent horses. Alana Honor, who won that day, is a decent horse. Came back to run here on the turf in the spring and early summer, where he wasn't running half bad. He wasn't winning, but he just wasn't running half bad either. I think coming back here training well to a longer trip, he could win. I think the three horse winning on the weekends for Jack Abrams and Martinez Quinn also. He hasn't won since the 2nd of February. That came at Parks and Optional 16, where he won by 1 1/4 lengths from a clear tracking trip. He came off clear. He started over the mile, 3/16, three back locally, and a very tough optional 50, where he finished second by 5 1/4 lengths, where he was showing potential that day with a good poster being forwardly paced. It wouldn't surprise me. I'll use him on the ticket. Even the 8 horse Valenzin Day for Eric Hansel and Linda Rice. He's another horse coming to this trip for the first time, likes this track. He's been a very popular horse in the claiming ranks here in New York the last few seasons. And, he's been doing well. And Linda Rice so far this year has been doing incredibly well also, striking at 33%. So watch out for this one here today in this very wide open feature. But to recap my selection for the six from Aqueduct, we're going to go take the 1A horse High Tide and give kudos to the three horse winner on weekends and the 8 horse Valenzin day, 1A 382 Super, 1A 38 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Cat 5. Good luck, everybody.